This is an RP Blonde movie review.
RP Blonde, back again. Back reviewing more films. Here I am reviewing Fast and the Furious 8, The Fate of the Family. Well, it seems that the fate here is doom itself. Here I guess I'll start at the finish line, because this franchise has definitely passed that line back on Fast 7. The fury is gone. The story and content has flown out the car window. And any logic and common sense to the whole Fast universe has completely jumped the track. This is an action movie that's nothing more than a bunch of action sequences glued by testosterone. Sequences that are crazy and unreal so much that it goes somewhat over to the science fiction genre. Any movie expert will tell you that action, drama, and comedy genres all take place in the everyday, real-world scenarios. Well, Fast 8 has gone big time over to the sci-fi, because there is no such thing out there as starting cars, submarines, or any other vehicles with remote controls or computers. Not a reality. Charlize Theron is miscast so badly to where you just don't know what her character and role actually does. But the end result is that she became the villain in this sequel. It doesn't work here at all. Charlize, for whatever reason, is going for villainous roles ever since the one she played in 2012's Snow White. Doesn't fit. It doesn't become of you, Charlize. Some actors and actresses out there have such a charm about them, as well as a sweet, lovable personality. But when they take that bad guy role, it is so inconceivable and incomprehensible for them to be sinister. And this definitely applies to her. Last problem with the movie, there is no real explanation for the absence of the lead character Brian O'Connor, as well as Mia, Dominic's sister. All we get is a 10-second line. They're sitting this one out. Unacceptable. They should have started the movie with something that involved these two characters in some way and give Paul Walker's character a good send-off. What they did here is showing a sign of disrespect to Paul. He's probably appalled by this and rolling over in his grave right about now. Being absolutely horrific, Fast 8 should have not have been greenlighted. Fast 7 should have been the end of the whole franchise. But like other long and winded franchises, such as James Bond, Star Wars, and Friday the 13th, they just don't know when to quit. Star Wars Return of the Jedi was a great finish to the whole Star Wars saga. But now they're continuing with stupid and Swiss cheese stories like Star Wars The Force Awakens. Friday the 13th Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell, really brought closure and had one hell of an ending to the franchise. But they decided to follow it up with a really stupid and dumb Friday 10, Jason in Space and Beyond. I want you all to know that I grew up on big epic franchises like James Bond, Star Wars, and Star Trek. I loved all three, so I do go for franchise movies, but when they go over decades, over a long period of time, and one or two of the sequels is a rotten egg, it hurts. For Fast and the Furious, the rotten eggs are number 3, Tokyo Drift, and this current one. These filmmakers, thinking only about money made, don't realize their signature franchise wears thin over time, and can be stretched to the very limit. Therefore, the franchises most of the time tend to end with bad movies. These are bombs to some classic and beloved franchises that are treasured by millions. So it's the same with Fast and Furious franchise. No more, please. Who cares how much this movie made at the box office? Money doesn't necessarily mean good quality entertainment. Out of 4 stars, I'm sorry, but I have to go with that creative reward I gave to Beauty and the Beast. Dead blonde in the sand. R.I.P. Blonde, out.